I want to touch base real quick today with everybody and go over a concept. It's the return on investments from the lead generation services and in-house options. First off, let's go with the service company. You first got to understand that they measure their success based on the number of appointments they set. Oftentimes they will guarantee a set number of appointments and they will charge you based upon that forecast. Sometimes they deliver, sometimes they don't, sometimes they even go beyond. But you gotta take other things into consideration and not just the appointment. Usually they will set that number of appointments because it's what they've done in the past. It makes them look a little bit better, and really what they try to convince you is that your return on investment is the actual appointment when it really is not. You need to consider the fact that your return on investment is not the appointment, it is the contract that's resulted from the appointment that you go on. So the higher quality appointments that you go on, the better chances are that you're going to have a contract result from it. Alright, so first off, service companies will send you on a guaranteed number of appointments, and you got to understand that your conversion rate is going to be less because of the lack of quality in those appointments. The more appointments they send you on, they're simply trying to meet their quota of their guaranteed number of appointments that they told you. So a big result of this is that they're going to pass through a couple appointments that just aren't too high quality, not really kind of what you're looking for, and in the end you may not want to even deal with that company. So you got to take that into consideration. When you go with the in-house option and you're evaluating that, you need to expect that you're going to go on less number of appointments. This isn't a bad thing because the numbers that you are, the appointments that you are missing out on are the ones that you pre-screened and you just don't want to deal with. You don't want to go out there. So let's take, for example, the service company that guarantees 10 appointments. You go on those 10 appointments and you convert 2 into contracts. Now let's take the in-house. Let's say they go on 6 appointments. You convert the same, 2, but your conversion rate overall is higher with the in-house option. The reason being is that you pre-screened, you had a potential to reach the 10 appointments, but you chose not to go on, say, 4 of them, and that's where you got the 6 from. Big difference here, and really what impacts your return on investment is time. Time is money, and if you're wasting time, then you're wasting your money. So although the cost per appointment may be better with the service company in the beginning, eventually, usually if you do it in-house, it plateaus pretty at some level where it will eventually become lower than the service company, but at first the cost per appointment will be better with the service company. Now, the return on investment here is that you need to understand that it is the contract and the revenue that comes out of the appointments, and it's not the actual appointment itself. So you got to take this all into consideration when you're evaluating your different options and understand what you need to have in the end and not what somebody else is telling you is your return on investment.